WMNH Rip the Knob Off.
We're back from the break. Matt Connarton Unleashed.
I like that a lot. I didn't even want to talk over the end. Just let it fade out. That sounds so good. That is The Awakening, and that is XANIMAL. And let me get this up here right now. Joining us via Restream, we've got Noelle Hampton and Claude McCann with us. Hello. Good morning.
Hey. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I can hear you, Noel.
Okay, good.
Claude, can you hear us, Claude? Uh-oh.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you yet, Claude.
Cannot hear Claude. But Claude will adjust his settings, I'm sure.
How about here?
Oh, there we go.
There you
I hear Claude.
Okay.
Claude, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Oh, perfect.
Sure.
Well, yeah, welcome to the show. I don't know if you could hear what I was saying, but I was just saying I love that track, The Awakening. And that features, I don't know how to pronounce this, Nagavali?
Nagavali, yes.
Is that who does the vocal on that?
So I do she does the more Indian traditional vocal, and
Oh,
I do all the rest of it.
Oh, the rest of it's okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. No, it sounds really
Yeah.
good. Really good. I love that song. So what?
Thank you.
So what do each of you do? So Noel, I assume do you do most of the vocals on all the XANIMAL stuff, or?
Yeah, we're actually called XANIMAL.
Oh, it is. It's XANIMAL. Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
Now I know why.
No, it's hard.
Now I know why you were
Because
chuckling.
It's an X. Oh, I kind of liked it. XANIMAL.
XANIMAL, yeah.
Sure.
So it's XANIMAL. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's XANIMal. But
XANIMal.
you know what? It's teach their own also. Let everyone think of it what they want to think of it.
Sure.
Yeah, so because we've only been, this is our second track together. And Claude and Ken are the producers on this particular project.
Okay.
I do have some production input, but in my own project, I'm a producer. But with these guys, it's kind of fun to just let them have at it, and then they send me a track, and then I get to do more of the melody, vocal, lyric kind of a thing with this project. So it's really fun for me.
Okay. And then so it's kind of Claude, how would you describe XANIMAL? I mean, it sounds like it's kind of a collective thing, but how do you describe the project?
Yeah, it's a collective electronic music project, but and also we try to involve other people in our Austin music scene here. There's another Ken Christensen who's part of XANIMAL, and he had some other things going on during this. So this was mainly just me and Noel, and I'm kind of the synth man and programming and stuff like that.
Okay.
He's modest. He's modest. He's kind of a synth wizard.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had done. I don't know if you had heard our first track called "Love Access."
And not only have I heard it, I intend to play it at the end of our conversation because that's another great track. I love it. Yeah.
That's kind of how this thing started. Was that they had this track for "Love Access," and they were like, maybe we should get our friend Noel to like. Actually, Ken had never even heard of me, but Claude and I have known each other for years.
Okay.
And they're like, maybe we should get Noel to sing on this, let's see what we could do as a collaboration. And when we went in on that track, it was just like such a vibe, and we just had so much fun, and it was really easy. And we were like, maybe we should do more like this. So their thing kind of became our thing in a way. So it sort of turned into XANIMAL. But yeah, then we were sort of talking in the beginning about what it should be like. And it was like, well, we all love bands like Massive Attack, Thievery Corporation, that kind of thing, 07, all those things that had like multiple people come in and join them. And so all since the beginning, specifically, I have had in my head to use Nagavali on a track, and just the times we're in, like we have another dance track that we're kind of getting ready to work on here that's almost done, but I just felt like, man, my spirit is a little broken right now.
Understood.
And I just felt like I needed I needed like to work on a track with a little more kind of spiritual, like, vibe, a little more like what's happening now with people, and Claude just nailed it. Like, just like, what he delivered was exactly what I wanted to work on. So
no, that makes sense. The press material mentions themes of, hope and transcendence and emotional release. And I do think it really comes through in a track like The Awakening. I mean, that's what I got from it, just listening to the track before I'd even read anything about the project and what you're doing with it. Are you both in Austin, Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great
Yeah,
scene there.
all three of us, all three of us in Xanimal and Naga Valley, we all live in Austin.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised, to hear something interesting like this project come out of there because there's such a scene there. There's so many. We've actually over the years we've had a lot of artists from that area, specifically on the show, and there's so much great. I mean, do you think it's helpful being in a place like Austin, Texas, where you're surrounded by so many creative people versus if you were in a place where maybe there just wasn't a lot happening musically? I mean, or maybe not. I mean, maybe you'd be creating this music no matter where you lived. But I feel like in Austin, Texas, you're just surrounded by so much creativity that it would be really inspiring.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable. And also the scene is very, it's just real supportive.
Yeah.
Rather than
like cross
super
cross
competitive.
genre.
Of course, there's some competition, but it's really like everybody in all the different genres is really supportive, and
We all collaborate a lot. Like we all do shows together with different kinds of acts on the same bill. There's a deep Americana scene here. There's a cool like indie electro and rock and roll scene.
Mm-hmm.
There's like punk rock. But everyone kind of knows each other. I mean, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And we all see each other a lot at different events. And so we've definitely I lived I came up in the San Francisco Bay Area. I lived in LA for a while. I've just never seen a music community. I mean, we had a good community in the Bay Area, but it was so spread apart,
Yeah.
It's like East Bay, South Bay, and it's just hard to kind of get to each other's gigs. But in Austin, we are like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away from somebody's show at any given moment.
Oh.
So it makes us a tighter community.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So what's kind of the obviously you've got the Awakening and later we'll play Love Axis, but are you continuing to make music together now as XANIMAL? Is this going to be, I mean, what's kind of the long-term plan? Are you going to do an EP? Are you going to do an album? Are you going to keep doing singles? I mean, I assume you're going to continue to work together.
Yeah, we'll probably do another single and then think about doing an EP and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like the adulting of life that that gets in the way.
Oh yeah, of course.
We all have like different projects that we do. Like I have a band called the Bell Sounds that I'm, the lead everything on, producer, writer, and it's like a synth pop band in Austin. Claude has like 5 bands, Claude.
Oh really?
Yeah.
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 That's good.
So this is a fun thing, but we definitely want to make more music together. It's just a matter of finding a minute to get together.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is the creative process like in a project like this? I mean, who kind of comes up with the on these 2 songs that we're playing today? Like, how did these come about? What's the process? And maybe the 2 songs had 2 distinctly different processes. I don't know, but I'm curious about how that works.
Well, we'll basically get a musical track together, and on Love Axis, it was Ken and I that did it, and we'll send it to Noelle, or she'll come in. But lots of times, we just send it to her, and she sings it at her own studio.
Yeah,
and then send it back. So, but I mean, we go back and forth. We talk about a concept, what our concept's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Get that together. So.
Yeah, like lyrically, we have an idea kind of going in, or like a vibe going in, so that I have something to kind of bounce off of. But like I said, this is fun for me because normally I'm the one that in my band that makes all the music, and I sit here for hours nerding out. But this time I just get like some beautiful, amazing thing just delivered to me, and I go, "Oh, cool! Okay,
yeah,
this is fun. This is a whole new reality for me."
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely are like collaborative and stuff. We were kind of hoping that Ken would have time to, because he's a great DJ, and we were hoping that he would have time to do a really cool remix of this song of The Awakening. So we're hoping at some point he can do that. Claude is also working on a remix of The Awakening. And for our last track, we got how many like different DJs, like 4 or 5 did remixes of Love Axis.
Yeah.
So
So we're kind of putting that out too.
So I'm really curious about that because that's interesting. I was looking at your Bandcamp and I saw that Love Access, yeah, it's got multiple different remix. I mean, how cool is that when you've done something that other people want to then take and put their own stamp on and remix it? I mean, that's got to be really gratifying, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, and you can hit different areas. I mean, our stuff was put out. Myself and Ken have a label called New Human Music.
Okay.
We have some other on it, but XANIMAL is part of that. It was one of our main things.
Yeah.
On that label. And we kind of have a DJ side to it. So, and he knows a lot of people who do that kind of production and remixes. So
okay.
Yeah, he came up in that world and like has toured all over the world doing that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So he's made a lot of friends and connections. He still does it. I think he's even out there right now. I'm not sure, but he's one of those guys that has like hands in a million different pots. I don't know how he keeps up with it, honestly. But yeah, it's really fun for me because I've never had anybody do that with anything that I've produced or created.
Yeah.
So for me, it was a new experience, and it was like, whoa, like just to hear what part of the song they would choose or what part of my vocal, or if they even use my vocal at all or whatever, And when we did this song, when we did The Awakening, I thought it'd be really interesting to see, like, I could imagine some people remixing the song without ever using any of mine and just using Nagavali because she's so magical,
Yeah.
I think it could be a really cool, like, world, kind of EDM situation or something. But yeah, hopefully we can get some people to remix it. That'd be fun.
Now, do these songs at any point, do they get performed live? I would imagine that would be a challenge maybe to pull that together, but I don't know.
I would love to, but I guess we need a little bit more material.
Yeah.
First of all, more song, but also I've been trying to think of how we can do it. There's a way, but we're getting to that. Yeah.
I think we could probably do it in a sense of like, if they're doing like a New Human showcase or something like that, we could probably get up there and do, like the couple tracks we have and just use tracks. If Nagavali's not there, we can use her track or whatever. In my band, we perform with live musicians and tracks, so it's definitely possible to use things like that. But Claude can play the synths live and stuff like that. So I think it would be really fun if we did that. Maybe we don't need to wait until we have too much more to just kind of pop up and say, "Here we are. This is what we do."
Right, right. Yeah, no, I can imagine how that would be a challenge. So what is next for XANIMAL? What's kind of the next? I mean, do you have another single that you're working on now?
We do. They made this track that's like, it's so cool. Like, I kind of describe it as like disco, like Prince type disco track.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
It's a jam. It's a serious jam, and I'm just like trying my hardest to like find a way to live up to how cool this track is with my lyrics and melody. What, Claude?
It's gonna work, baby. Don't worry.
We'll figure it out. But it's just such a cool track, and I just want to make sure it's like, yeah, this is it. So, but we're pretty far along on that. We just have to kind of start putting all those pieces together and then get that out. And then, I don't know. It's just a matter of these guys continuing to get together and make some music when they have some free time and send it over.
Absolutely.
I mean, when we did Love Access, we kind of had an idea that we would be like have 80s elements, and that would kind of be our style, but we've kind of gone off that.
Sure.
A little bit, but
we still have that in there, but I mean, it's not,
I think also like what we talked about in the beginning was like maybe that we didn't need to define this project as much, because when you do your own projects, you get really like sucked into like genre-based stuff where you're like, I do this, I do that, and stuff. So for us creatively, this is such a fun thing to be able to just go, what are you feeling right now? What do you want to do? And not have such constraints on this particular project. I think that would be really cool to not have to feel like we have to fit into some box. you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think, and I can say too, just from my own experience as a musician, I think it's always more exciting when you don't think about what, genre something is supposed to be. You don't try to fit it into a box. You just do what you think sounds good. You just make the music that you want to make without worrying about anything else. And I think that's the best way to do it. And that's how you get the most authentic sounding stuff at the end of the day is just by doing what you want to do rather than worrying about, well, it's got to fit this. It's got to be able to be in this category. It's got to fit this format. We got to get it on this radio station, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I mean, there's kind of a lot of pressure to do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So much in the business is organized towards what do you do? Where can we put you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. They want to put you in a box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and part of that and part of that is just, that's how you market things. And so that is a necessary, I've lived on both sides of the business, the business side and the creative side and I but the way I've always thought of it is, as far as the creating the art, whether it's music or any kind of art, just make what you want to make. And then once that's done and you're happy with it, that's when you figure the other part out. The how do you market it? How do you, where do you place it and all that? But that shouldn't even enter your mind until you're done creating whatever it is you're creating. Everything else can be figured out later.
Yeah.
Because
that's the dream, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I think practically that's how you have to do it. Because even if you're trying to figure out the other part while you're creating the music, those other plans are going to inevitably have to change anyway. So you might as well just not be thinking about that at all while you're creating, and then worry about the rest later. And there's probably some very, very successful people in the music industry who will tell me that everything I just said is wrong. And they probably have platinum records and millions of dollars. So at the end of the day, what do I know? But that's how I think of it.
Well, yeah, and there's just so many pressures. Things are not easy. It's a lot of pressure in every business right now. Everywhere, everyone's kind of dealing with a lot of like stress. So I think this for us just needs to feel like, something that is just, wow, it's exciting and happy and lovely when we get together and we make cool music, and like that's enough. I mean, if people hear it, yay. If people love it, yay.
Yeah.
I want people to hear it and love it and pass it on. But this particular project for me just needs to feel more about like creation joy, because everything else is really hard, and we all have our own projects that we're also and our own businesses and things that we do to make daytime money,
Right. Exactly.
And so
exactly.
So it's hard, man. And so this is just like, these guys are extremely creative. I have so much trust in their creative process. Like, I would not just let them hand me a track if I didn't trust what their aesthetic was,
Right.
And so it's super fun to just kind of see like what comes next. They actually sent me, like, when we were doing Love Access, they sent me like 5 other track options or something, and all of them were super cool. So I don't even know what happened to those, Claude. What happened to those?
We got them around.
It's a good problem to have. By the way, so I haven't asked the most obvious question. Where does the name XANIMAL come from? What does it mean?
Claude?
It's just kind of a sexy 80s name. I don't.
Yeah. Hey, that's valid.
We just made a big list of like, kind of intriguing, like sort of words that to me, it's sort of like we're all kind of one type of being, even though we're all so different. And it sort of like puts us under this, like we're all animals, but maybe we're all just a little bit weird and different and strange. And to me, it's kind of like strange people, like XANIMAL, kind of cool people, strange people music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's sort of like embodies like the humanness of just like, what is this tribe? It's like a tribe almost,
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And it's got some exoticness to it.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
it looks cool. We have an X.
It's not
I mean,
because we
everyone
take a
wants
lot
an
of
X.
X or anything like that. It's not.
Right. Gotcha. Understood. So in a moment, we're going to play Love Axis, the original mix. And, we'll let you go in a minute, and then we're going to hit that track. But what should we know about this? I mean, you touched on it a little bit, but anything you want us to know about Love Axis? Are there any other people who are on it that we should know about, or anything about the production you want us to know?
Let me see.
No, that was the three of us. That one was
Okay.
just the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was like pretty obviously like leaning into, dance, disco dancey 80s vibe. And so immediately my mind went to the club and like just that moment when you're at a club and you kind of see that person, you get that vibe from somebody, and all of a sudden sort of, if you meet them or you start dancing with them and the world kind of just disappears around you almost.
Mhm.
And maybe it's a one night thing, you never know, it's just like a big spark, and that kind of a thing. It's just sort of like tapping into that real intimate special moment, but at a dance club essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that. So we'll play that.
Yeah.
We'll play that in a moment, and then later in the show, if I have time, I might even play one of the remixes because I love remixes. But also too, before we let you go, where's the best place to go online to keep up with everything that XANIMAL is doing? And of course, we should mention too, New Human Records if you want to. I'm looking at the Bandcamp page for that. There's some stuff on there. But where should people go to keep up with XANIMAL?
There's a newhumanmusic.com.
Okay.
That's it.
And we also have Instagram and Facebook.
We have Instagram too, yeah.
Under XANIMAL, but we don't quite yet have TikTok. But I have a TikTok under the Bell Sounds and stuff. But we will eventually get that. It's just another thing to manage. But
Yeah.
we do have Insta and Facebook right now.
Okay. Fantastic. Well,
And obviously on all streaming platforms too.
yeah, absolutely. That's essential. Yeah. Well, Claude and Noelle, thank you both for joining us today. By the way, I'm just curious, is it like super hot where you guys are in Austin, Texas? Is it triple digits?
Honestly, we've had the mildest summer yet.
Have you?
Because we've had one day where it hit 100 all the way up until today. Well, not today. It's going to hit 100 next week, I think. But
Yeah.
that's like unheard of for us to have through July, where it's still in 80s, 90s.
Wow.
And I don't know if you heard, but we had torrential rain. Yeah.
July, it's crazy.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had like flooding in the hill country
Oh,
and stuff
wow.
again, like it did last year. So,
Oh, geez.
but it's interesting because you look at like East Coast and everyone's been like 110 and stuff. That's our normal vibe.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
we've had it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's been good.
that's good. I'm glad for you. Yeah, it has been hot here. Fortunately, I don't mind the heat, so I'm good. I would I would.
You're lucky, Matt.
I am lucky. I don't mind it at all. But I wish it was a drier heat. But even the humidity doesn't bother me that much. But no, I was just curious.
Yeah, we're loving life right now down here.
No, that's good. That's excellent. All right, so we're gonna hit this track, Love Axis. Again, Claude and Noelle, thank you both for joining us today. This has been wonderful, and we'll definitely do it again in the future as you release. It sounds like you got a lot of stuff coming up, so we'll have you back in the future, I'm sure.
We'd love to do that. Thank you, Matt.
Count on it.
Thank
All
you for
right.
having me.
All right. Thank you both. Take care. Have a good day.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
All right. Very good. That is Claude and Noelle. The project is XANIMAL. Now I know how to say it correctly. And let's hit this. This is another great track. This is called Love Axis from XANIMAL.
Your existence in my direction.
That is the original mix of Love Axis. I say original mix because they have some remixes too that you can find online. But that is, of course, XANIMAL. Now I know. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something kind of funny just quickly. When I was preparing for the interview with, and again, thank you to Claude and Noel from XANIMAL for joining me. I actually asked AI, how do I say this? Is it, because I honestly wasn't sure. I thought it might be XANIMAL because it starts with an X. And of course, you know, there are words that start with an X, but actually sound like Z, like, well, the name Xavier or, although it can be Xavier, but I know someone named Xavier who spells it with an X, or xylophone. You know, there are words that start with an X but are actually pronounced like a Z. But I wasn't sure. So I wasn't sure if it was XANIMAL or if it was XANIMAL. And then I looked up on, I asked AI, I think. I don't remember what program I asked, but I said, hey, how do I say this? And I shared a link to the project so that whatever I was using, I don't know if it was ChatGPT or if it was Gemini. I think it might have been Gemini. I shared a link and I said, how do I pronounce this artist? Because I have to interview them. And it told me it was XANIMAL. So got it wrong. But there you go. But we talk about AI a lot on the show, and, you know, not everything's always going to be correct with it. That is for sure. But all that being said, I did really enjoy talking with Claude and Noel, and we might sneak in one of the remixes of Love Axis a little bit later in the show if we have time. But if you are just joining us, this is Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious Manchester, New Hampshire. Of course, you can stream the show from anywhere. If you go to mattconnarton.com/unleashed, you can see the updated list of streaming options and social media links and contact info and show archives, et cetera, et cetera. You know, we have our new friends down in Australia. Hello, of course, General Scotty down there. It's a little bit inside, but we love our friends at Dare Media Group down in Australia, and we have people who listen in the UK and, of course, across the country here. And again, if you go to mattconnarton.com/unleashed, you can see all the options for streaming the show, or go to mattconnarton.com/live if you just want the quick direct link to the audio stream, you know, and we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere. And hello, Sophie, if you're watching us still on Facebook. So the point being, there are many ways to enjoy the show, and it is, of course, Saturday, July 18th. I had to think about it. July goes too fast. It's my favorite month. We're already up to the 18th. We're already past the halfway point. July 18th, 2026. July is my favorite month because summer is my favorite time of year. Once we get into August, it's like, oh, we're in the last month of August. I mean, technically, summer lasts until, you know, past the middle of September, but it doesn't really feel like summer at that point, does it? So anyway, it goes much, much too fast. But we have had a great show, if I do say so myself so far. Again, I really enjoyed talking to the members of XANIMAL. And in the first hour, we had Johnny Couch. Oh, I love Johnny Couch. I definitely want to sneak in another track from him later in the show, too, if we have time. Coming up in the third hour, Sean McCarthy is going to be here. He'll be joining us via Microsoft Teams to talk about his new documentary, Resilience and Sacrifice. It's really good. And I cannot wait to talk to him about it. I have lots of questions. It was fun, too, watching it because, you know, he's from the scene, and I've interviewed him before, known him a long time, and I know a lot of the people who were in the documentary, people I recognized or even people I knew personally, and so it was a lot of fun to watch it. I enjoyed it a lot. But we will talk to him in the third hour today. Right now, what we're going to do, because we also had a request in the chat room, Larry from Loud Entertainment. And we don't usually do requests, but I'm happy to fulfill, I should say, this request. Day to Attend, who, by the way, played a big show last night at Jewel, and would have loved to have gone, but just too busy. But they're an incredible live band, and they've been on the show a bunch of times, and I've done some work with them, radio stuff. But we played this on the show the last time they were here in studio with us. But this is a request specifically from Loud Entertainment, who a great promotions company, and Larry from Loud Entertainment. He's a great guy. He's been on the show with us before. But he requested that we play this track, South Louisiana, which has a little bit of a different vibe for Day to Attend, as you can tell just from the title of the song. But really good. I love this track so much. So we will go ahead and we're going to play this, and then we'll see what we have time for in the second hour on the other side of this song. But this is so good. South Louisiana, and the band is Day to Attend.
Woke up with two facts under my eyes. It must have been one hell of a night. I don't think I've seen the sun for days. The devil in the detail feeds my crave. I still can't remember. I can't remember your name. Tijuana jail is in my sight. If I don't find a way to make this fly, the words of wisdom ring inside my brain. When my old man is said they're all insane, I still can't remember. I can't remember your name. Heat Valley, Texas, California, or South Louisiana. Take the next road across the bridge. It's the only way out of town, get you out of town, go! Don't look back now. Wherever I may roam, I still can't remember. I can't remember your name. Heat Valley, Texas. California, or South Louisiana. The Mississippi nights. Watch the Georgia lights.
Oh, that is so good. That was a request from Larry from Loud Entertainment. That is Day to Attend. The song is called South Louisiana. I love that a lot. And by the way, you heard it here first. We did the world radio premiere for that single when it came out right here on Matt Connarton Unleashed here on WMNH 95.3 FM. By the way, a quick plug for next week's show. Next week, we're going to have a Dear Darkhead, Nikolai Kane, and Superbug. Nikolai Kane and Superbug, they've both been on the show before, and really looking forward to that. Dear Darkhead, it will be my first time speaking with them, with Rob Weiss from that project, but really looking forward to that. That will all be happening next week. And, of course, if you are looking for the archive of previous episodes of the show. You can find them all. They're all at WMNHradio.org. Well, all the shows that we've done here, of course, at WMNH. If you go to my website, mattconnerton.com/archive, you can find them there. You can find literally all of them, though, actually on our YouTube channel. On the IPM Nation YouTube channel, you can find literally every single episode and every iteration, because there's been many iterations and permutations of this program over the years. You can find them all on the IPM Nation YouTube channel, literally everything. Also, if you go to our new site, mattconnertonunleashed.com, it is searchable. So if you're looking for a specific guest or a particular day for a specific episode, you can find that there, mattconnertonunleashed.com. We do have a little bit of time, just some quick music news. Again, we're going to be joined in the third hour in just a few minutes by our friend Sean McCarthy to talk about his new documentary, Resilience and Sacrifice. But something interesting, this showed up on musicbusinessworldwide.com, one of my favorite sites for music industry news. This is something that I do not believe would work in the United States, but and I don't know if it'll necessarily work there either, but South Korea, something interesting they're doing there. South Korea bill would require music distributors to screen tracks for content harmful to minors before release. And again, this is something that would not work here, which is part of why, for a number of reasons, which is part of why I find this so interesting that they're doing this. But, and this is the first I've heard of this. I didn't even get a chance to pre-read this, but let's look at this quickly. It says lawmakers in South Korea have introduced a bill that would require music distributors to screen tracks for content harmful to minors before those tracks are released. The amendment to the country's Music Industry Promotion Act was filed on Monday, July 6, by Representative Kim Huen of the ruling Democratic Party of Korea alongside 9 co-sponsors. Lodged with the National Assembly as Bill number 2219775, it would require distributors to check whether a recording is harmful to youth before release, applying the review criteria to the country's Youth Protection Act. Oh, what could go wrong? And again, this is something that would not work here for several reasons. Continuing on with the article, if a track is judged harmful and its creator is under 19, the distributor must block it from release. An adult creator would instead be notified that the track may be designated harmful to youth, restricting it to adult listeners, according to the Korea Times. South Korean arts outlet News Art, that's the name of the publication, examined the bill as filed with the National Assembly and reported that it carries no criminal penalties. Distributors that breach the screening rule would instead face corrective orders or warnings from local governments. Corrective orders, that sounds ominous. Under the current system, the Youth Protection Committee under the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family reviews songs after release and bars minors from those it designates harmful. That designation can take weeks or months, the bill's backers say, leaving a window in which a track can spread online before any Youth Protection Committee ruling. Kim has cast the measure as a response to hateful and crime-glorifying content spreading through music. Quote, this is from Kim. Artistic freedom must be respected, but we cannot stand by and do nothing while hate or crime-promoting songs are distributed online freely, harming peer communities, classrooms, and ultimately society as a whole. Because culture and the arts are the spiritual assets of society, any attempt to abuse them as a means of spreading hate speech must be corrected, unquote. An aide to Kim told the Korea Times that the bill was partly prompted by a recent case involving Incheon middle school students who released a track filled with violent, hateful expressions towards peers, which then circulated widely across music platforms. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen anything like that happen in the U.S. Not that maybe it hasn't, I just don't know, but the bill has drawn sharp criticism from within South Korea's music community. Rapper E. Sens was among those pushing back on social media. Quote, "You shouldn't bring censorship back. Who sets the standards and who gets to decide? If a particular song is uncomfortable to listen to, isn't it enough for that person to simply choose not to consume it?" Unquote. That would be my argument. A coalition of 10 cultural and arts groups has voiced similar concerns. Culture and Arts Workers Solidarity said in a statement, quote, the bill's reference to music that is likely to cause clear and serious harm to youth doesn't provide any concrete criteria which would allow subjective judgments of what is harmful, unquote. Right, and that's the immediate problem you're going to run into. They went on to say in a statement, quote, the idea that strong censorship can prevent hate is nothing more than a fallacy. If this law's underlying logic were correct, then discrimination and hatred should have disappeared under the authoritarian regimes of Park Chung-hee and Chun Dao-hwan when censorship was at its most powerful in modern Korean history, unquote. I apologize if I butchered those names. So there's more to this. We don't really have time to go through the entire article, but I would tend to say, I mean, if something, and maybe there is something like this that has been introduced in the United States and just didn't get very far. I don't know. But I guess I would say, you know, again, the obvious problem is, you know, it is subjective. And in the United States, it wouldn't work too, in the sense that you would have, you know, everyone would be going nuts about, you know, the First Amendment. But also, you know, in the United States, these platforms, and this is something we talk about a lot on the show. These platforms, any platform that distributes music, you know, they can police that themselves. They can make decisions themselves, and you know, and they may make those decisions as a result of public pressure, but they are able to make decisions and police themselves in terms of what is and is not permissible on their platforms. So the example used in the article of what happened in South Korea with these kids at the school who made this apparently horrible, hate-filled track, you know, Spotify can say, well, we're not going to allow that on our platform. Again, I'm talking about in the United States. DistroKid, you know, if they signed up for a DistroKid account, DistroKid can say, we're not going to distribute this song. You know, this is not okay. YouTube would probably ban it. Somebody would report it. It would get removed. So I'm just saying, I don't think that would work here, and I'm very skeptical that it is going to work there. All right. On that note, we don't really have time to get to anything else because we do need to show some love to our amazing sponsors. Let's do that right now. Again, if you are just joining us, this is Matt Connarton Unleashed, and coming up in just a few minutes, our guest for the third hour today, we're going to be talking with Sean McCarthy. He's going to join us via Microsoft Teams, and we're going to talk all about his new album. I'm sorry, not his new album, his new documentary called Resilience and Sacrifice. And maybe he has a new album to promote too, and I just don't know that. But I'll ask him about that. Hey, do you have a new album? No, but I'm really looking forward to talking to Sean. It's been a long time since I've talked to him, and I did watch the documentary. It is really, really good. So that will all be coming up in the third hour. Right now, do we have time? No, we don't have time. I was going to maybe sneak in one more thing. We don't have time. All right. Right now, we're going to go ahead and show some love to our amazing sponsors. We always have time for that. You know, they pay the bills. And we're lucky. We're very fortunate. Lucky is not the right word, but we are very fortunate to have some great sponsors and advertisers here at WMNH 95.3 FM. Reach out to me if you'd like to be a sponsor. It's very affordable, and it goes a long way. You know, we have advertisers who've been with us for literally since I've been here, since I started here. And I've been here it's been 9 years, more than 9 years now that I've been a part of WMNH. Gone in the blink of an eye, I'll tell you. So yeah, reach out to me if you'd like to be a sponsor. But I'd love to talk to you about it. But let's hear from some of the existing sponsors that we have right now. And then when we come back on the other side of that, we're going to hear a little bit of Sean McCarthy music, and then we're going to talk to the man himself, Sean McCarthy. So there's plenty more to come if you're listening live on Saturday. Don't go anywhere.
Nana's Kitchen and Pizzeria.
From Nana's hands to your plate, tradition, love, and taste that's great. Slow fermented dough, flavor so true. Each bite a story made just for you.
603-232-9366. Nana's Kitchen and Pizzeria. 15 Dartmouth Drive, Auburn, New Hampshire.
Nana's Kitchen and Pizzeria.
Luigi's Pizza Bar and Grill.
Pizza for everyone. Let's raise a slice on high with toppings all around. It's a pizza party, oh my.
Luigi's Pizza Bar and Grill, 712 Valley Street, Manchester. Come on in or call 622-1021. Luigi, keeping the tradition alive since 1975.
Pizza for everyone. Come join the feast tonight. With each slice and topping, everything feels so right.
In times of crisis, you need a law firm that stands by your side. With over 40 years of experience, Craig & Getsoulis is dedicated to fighting for your rights. As former state prosecutors, our attorneys have the knowledge and trial experience to provide an aggressive defense against any charge, from DUIs to homicides. If you've been injured, our compassionate team will assess your case and fight for the compensation you deserve. Serving all of New Hampshire, Craig & Getsoulis is here when you need us most. Visit CraigGetsoulis.com for a free consultation. Craig & Getsoulis, your advocates, your allies.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry. Located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at QueenCityCabinetryNH.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Hey everyone, this is Rob Azevedo, host of Granite State of Mind, and I want to tell you about Pembroke City Limits in the historic Suncook Village. PCL is an award-winning bar, restaurant, and music venue where there's live music 5 days a week and twice on Saturdays. Everything from blues, country, folk, funk, and a whole lot of jazz. We have 12 craft beers on tap dedicated to local brewers in the area and some of the friendliest bartenders around. Please come visit Pembroke City Limits at 134 Main Street, the historic Suncook Village, only 6 miles outside of Manchester. Open Tuesdays to Wednesdays, 4 to 10, Thursdays to Sunday, 11 to 10. Pembroke City Limits, where it's all about the music.
Diz's Cafe is the place to put a smile on your face. Judy and the crew will take care of you. Bring your appetite and treat your taste buds right. Diz's Cafe is always a winning choice. Breakfast, lunch, or supper. Diz's Cafe at 860 Elm Street in downtown Manchester. Dine in, take out, or make a reservation. Call 603-606-2532. Eat, drink, and be happy. Diz's Cafe.
When it comes to keeping WMNH on the air and your own personal or business computer needs, trust Groland Computers. Located on Elm Street in Manchester, Groland handles computer repair, virus removal, and custom-built systems. Are you looking for budget-friendly options? Check out our selection of fully inspected used computers. We offer tailored on-site solutions. No unnecessary expenses here. Visit Groland.com or call Groland Computers at 603-645-0101. Your tech, your way. Trust Groland Computers.
Midnight. 7 times out of 10, we listen to our music at night. Thus spawned the title of this program.
Late Night Delight with DJ Midas, right here on WMNH Manchester.
You want to know why? Because I'm on the radio.
Saturdays and Sunday nights, midnight to 4 a.m.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com. Behold the harmony of airwaves as you immerse yourself in the captivating frequencies of WMNHLP, the sonic heartbeat of Manchester, transcending through the ether at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation. Our transmissions emanate from the zenith of 1000 Elm Street. Venture into the heart of our creative realm at 119 Canal Street, where innovation and sound collide. We bear the imprimatur of Manchester Public Television Service in the venerable city of Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Enrich your auditory journey with the depth of our licensed residents. Dispatch your missives to WMNH953@gmail.com or traverse the virtual corridors of WMNHradio.org. Engage with our sonic vibrations by communing with us through the digital channels. Your radio beckons, eager to enthrall you with its mesmerizing cadence and envelop you in a symphony of boundless auditory wonder.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
Who the is Matt Connarton? You're not Matt Connarton. And it was so fake because it's AI or whatever. Who the is Matt Connarton, babe? What's wrong? It's not valid. It's incorrect. It's wrong. Matt Connarton? Who the is Matt Connarton?
You are listening to WMNH 95.3.